Martin, as it's been here 3 or 4 times this season, so near yet so far, you must be proud of the performance, but disappointed that you didn't get all 3 points.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Craig. But probably predominantly proud of the performance. The boys had quite a few chances, but that was for their own hard work. They won it high, they broke, and in our days, you say we could have had a few more. So plenty to work with, but immense proud with the overall performance.
A really strong start, but then fell behind really with Dagenham's first real chance of the game.
Yeah, they never had many chances throughout the game, so kind of switched off once, which we'll go over, and the boys knew straight away what had happened, so they know themselves, but we've kept them limited to very little chances, so we were good at one side of the pitch, we locked them out, and then the other end of the pitch we had quite a few chances, so again, as I said, a lot of pride, a lot of things done really well, and still a wee bit of things that we can get slightly better at.
And then Jay Rowe, perhaps an unlikely goal scorer. Billy couldn't get his shot away, so decided to team up instead.
Yeah, Jay's got that in him though. Jay's got it in him. We want him in the areas that he can go and attack and hurt teams. He's a powerful runner, fast. Looks since we've started doing this the last 10 days, his energy's been through the roof. He's get down there, and I've said to the boys ever since last, however long it's been now, I've been saying the same thing: take responsibility, have a shot. So worse it can happen. I love people taking responsibility. So when they're in those areas, you've probably seen a few more shots than at stages than it's been of late. Because I want them to take responsibility. I want them to take shots. They're all good enough technically that they can test the keeper at least. So Jay's done that today, and I thought he was excellent throughout.
And you starters set the tone, and then you had 4 quality attacking substitutes to bring on, and I guess that helps when you can maintain the intensity and the quality.
That's the main thing. If we want to be a high pressing team, or waiting for a trigger to press and then every day after it, we can't really have MD struggling with energy. So all the boys that come on done really well. That's a squad thing. We're all in it together. I've said that the other day that the boys, whoever's not playing, got to be ready to come on, because it could, as you said, it could take 3 or 4 lads that come on to make a real difference at the end, towards the end of games. So they need to mentally stay ready, see how the game is playing out, but knowing that they can go on, and we don't want the energy levels to drop. We don't want the press to stop. We want to be in people's faces, and we want to make it very difficult to play against us. And although we've made 4 subs, all the lads that come on have got good quality as well. So we've got that. And again, there's certain things we can improve at, but in the main it was really, really good.
And you must have thought the script was written right at the very end. 2 of your substitutes, Mooney, delivery into Marriott, and denied by a save.
Yeah, I'm not going to be unfair on Maz. I see him every day in training. He's a top drawer finisher. I could tell you about some of the finishes he's done this week. It's been outstanding to watch. It's probably unfair for me because I put him on with 3 minutes to go, and by that time a chance comes to him, and it's not ideal. It's not ideal. We've all been there before as players, where it's the chances dropped and you're not quite up to speed yet, and that's me. That's on me. The guy's a top drawer finisher, and I'm sure goals will come.
Carrying on until you hear otherwise. Is that this week's mantra?
That's it, mate. That's exactly the way I've been every single day. Carry on, do my best, whatever I'm asked, and make sure the boys are doing their best as well. Until I hear otherwise, just keep cracking on.
23s go to Stamford on Tuesday night in the County Cup, and then down to Woking on Friday for another big game next Saturday.
Yeah. 23s, we've pulled a few over to train. They've earned a shot at going and playing the County Cup and giving it a good crack, and they're a good bunch of lads as well. There's some good quality in there. The game against the men's team on Tuesday night will be a good test for them. But there's some good quality there, and they've certainly not been session killers when they've come over to ours. They've all contributed. They're all working hard. They've done some extra work yesterday after the boys went in. Got some more work into them, and try to get them as prepared and ready that whoever's called upon, that they're ready to step in. So that's a good group of lads. So they'll be ready for Tuesday, and then on Friday we'll travel down to Woking and we'll be all set for Saturday, and we'll know exactly what we're doing come then. There'll be some tactical work going into the boys, slight change in the training. We'll be in on Tuesday this week, because it feels if they can, if we want to be a team that plays high, runs over teams, high energy, then we've got to train like it. So they'll be in on Tuesday to get a tough day in them. And then we'll bring it down a notch Thursday, Friday, ready to crack on Saturday.
Another new face alongside you today in Lee Butler, played for the club very briefly, just around about the time me and you were born, so that must emphasise how old he is.
Yeah, Butts is a diamond. I worked with Butts for years at Doncaster. He's a diamond day guy. I knew the boys would take to him straight away. He's got one of the worst handshakes you've ever felt in your life. You've got to be prepared all the time with him. He's got big shovel hands, so he's a great guy. And I think Stonesy enjoyed today working with him. Stoney, I mean. He enjoyed working with him today, and I knew all the group had gone well with him. So he brings so much experience. He's been there. He was at Wrexham previously, went through the leagues with him. Been at Doncaster for years. He was at Bradford City for years. He's been about the big man. He knows the script, and again, he brings that experience where you can turn around and say, "What do you think?" and he's going to give you an honest answer. So he's definitely going to be very valuable.
And from memory, the first time today since the opening day where you've had over 2,000 here, and certainly getting behind you.
I think they're top drawer. Honestly, I know I've said to you in private that in other clubs that I've been at, that fans have turned against you for even losing one game 1-0 at half time. I've heard boos coming in, and this group, they've stuck by everybody throughout the season. They've been top drawer, and today was another example just how good they were. And it makes a big difference. But we've got to give them something to cheer about, because this is the type of club that I feel as if everybody needs to be in it together, and it certainly was that today. So long may that continue.